Hello. Bit late, but time for day 7. Okay, first code setup. Snikimizu. Surprise. Yeah. Day 7. Laboratories. You thank the cephalopods for the help and exit the trash compactor, finding yourself in the familiar halls of the North Pole Research Ring. Based on the large sign that says Teleporter Hub, they seem to be researching teleportation. You can't help but try it for yourself and step onto the large yellow teleporter pad. Suddenly you find yourself in an unfamiliar room. The room has no doors. The only way out is the teleporter. Unfortunately, the teleporter seems to be leaking magic smoke. Since this is a teleporter lab, there are lots of spare parts, manuals, and diagnostic equipment lying around. After connecting one of the diagnostic tools, it helpfully displays error code 0H-N0, which apparently means that there's an issue with one of the tachyon manifolds. Is cuter than I expected? Yes. Every problem has like a little pre-story. You quickly locate a diagram of the tachyon manifold, your puzzle input. Tachyon beam enters the manifold at the location marked S. I don't know how to pronounce it in English. Is it tachyon? Tachyon beams always move downward. Huh? Keyword? Tachyon beams pass freely through empty space marked with a dot. However, if a tachyon beam encounters a splitter, what's it called? Axon circumflex, the beam is stopped. Instead, a new tachyon beam continues from the immediate left and from the immediate right of the splitter. For example, the incoming tachyon beam type operator extends downward from S until it reaches the first splitter. At that point, the original beam stops and 2 new beams are emitted from the splitter. Those beams continue downward until they reach more splitters. At this point, the 2 splitters create a total of only 3 tachyon beams, since they are both dumping tachyons to the same place between them. This process continues until all of the tachyon beams reach a splitter or exit the manifold. To repair the teleporter, you first need to understand the beam splitting properties of the tachyon manifold. In this example, a tachyon beam is split a total of 21 times. Analyze your manifold diagram. How many times will the beam be split? Tachyon. No. Okay, so why 21 times? Splits here. Right. So here we have 1 time. Split. Yeah, another 2 splits. So 3 in total. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. This one is not used, and this one is, right? Why is it 21 and not 22? What's happening? Did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So this one is not used. I see. Interesting. Okay, so we get the example input, which is this one. So, and this one. Very simple. First part we have 21. When we comment out. Now. A little bit lethargic. This is a math or programmatic problem. Problem is day 7. Not sure if you can access it. I have an input diagram S for the start. Maybe there's multiple S's. No, just one S. Okay. And each creates a path symbol downward. Then at the axon circumflex we split. Blocking. Yeah. Oops, 4 line in. Okay. Oops. But you know. No. How to step over it. For index char in diagram of row. We do if char equal to s. Or to run Python here. Hello, Python. RIP. So just do this instead. How do I make a copy? Help. What happens when typing enumerate? List. Exit gaming. Yeah. I guess since it's being muted, I don't have to return it. And then what else? Dots. It's the last row. I can return early, I guess. If Venn diagram is equal to No. This raw return 0. Any other symbol? Yes, then we create pipe operator symbol, then here we split. Index char is huh? Oh, I made it a one-dimensional one. The one-dimensional. How do I deep copy a two-dimensional list? Why is this becoming one-dimensional? This is one-dimensional. Ah, good. Yeah, there we go. Whoopsie. Get one here. Because wait, and that. Hello. That's going over each char. Ah, of course. Just the pipe operator is missing. This one. just pipe and next one is dot, then we can just fill it with that one. Next out of range classic. Typical hater in chat, of course. Needs to be +1. Chat. But with your analysis of the manifold complete, you begin fixing the teleporter. However, as you open the side of the teleporter to replace the broken manifold, you are surprised to discover that it isn't a classical tachyon manifold, it's a quantum tachyon manifold. With a quantum tachyon manifold, only a single tachyon particle is sent through the manifold. The tachyon particle takes both the left and the right path of each splitter encountered. Since this is impossible, the manual recommends the many words interpretation of quantum tachyon splitting. Each time a particle reaches a splitter, it's actually time itself which splits. In one timeline the particle went left and in the other timeline the particle went right. To fix the manifold, what you really need to know is the number of timelines active after a single particle completes all of its possible journeys through the manifold. In the above example, there are many timelines. For instance, there is the timeline where the particle always went left, or there's the timeline where the particle alternated going left and right at each splitter, or there's the timeline where the particle ends up at the same point as the alternating timeline but takes a totally different path to get there. In this example, the total particles end up on 40 different timelines. Apply the many words interpretation of quantum tachyon splitting to your manifold diagram. In total, how many different timelines would a single tachyon particle end up on? Monka. Rust. Yeah, what now? Yeah. Reading. Greetings. That's the copy. Yeah, copy. Not sure. We're just gonna count, no? How to just count? Oops, wrong way. Okay. Oh, please. Why is type checker not so smart? We can just do this maybe. But timelines count. This now. 31, I get 22 because instead of dots we have zeros or numbers. Then for the beam we represent it as numbers. Oh, here's something missing. if char whole row is 1. Why does it output 22 now? Why 22? Oh, this doesn't. And maybe I want to do this here. Get 40. Correct? Guess here instead of +1 I have to copy the value. +1. Or just char. Or then it's already set to a value and comes from another splitter. I guess here it can be char. But to the left. Or can just be plus equal char maybe. This one also needs to be char character. This is fine. Now I got timelines count 40. The answer. Ok. Wasn't that hard of a problem. Don't need this one. Probably also do -1 or -2 for S and accent circumflex. And then I don't have the whole string int trouble. Guess I can do that. If it's this, then we do -1, and for s we do -2. Then if char is -2, we set the next one to 1, and here we have y. Please ignore. Not sure if I need this one. I need to check if next row has a -2 or -1. -1 at least. This one? Let's see. The same answer. I take this away. Wrong answer. Yeah, I do this check here, so I can also do this check in this if statement. To get the same answer. And that's it for day 2. Commit. Add solution for day 7. And I'm gonna send you over to another channel. Bye. Bye guys. Yeah, bye.